you transitioned to the Red Sox to become a Red Sox player. You were a starter in Kansas City. Now you become a closer. How was that transition?
You know, funny you say that because we were talking about that in Essen. And I remember when Jimmy Williams came in, he just called me into his office and he said, Splash, Joe and I, we just thought about this. We're going to make you closer. And I was like, you sure about this, Jimmy? He's like, yeah. I think you not only have the stuff, but also, too, you go about it the right way. And we like how you perform and how you strike. You want to be strike one. I mean, you've learned a lot. So I think you should take the bull by the reins, by the horns, and go after it, And so I luckily had enough, really good players around me, but also to add great teammates. And one of those teammates was Dennis Eckerson. That when Eck was with me, I was able to ask him questions about becoming a closer and what did I need to know, give or take. Do he see if there is something in me that would qualify me to be a guy that would be in that position? And he said, if I give you the best information I give you, you have the stuff. You definitely have the attitude behind it to go after it. But also, you pitch as a closer like you would as a starter. You don't give away anything and you don't leave your bullets behind you. You just go after it. And I said, so basically just stay with the stuff that I have and trust that. And he said, yeah.
Well, I think that was the right decision, though. You had the record for the most saves in one single season for the Red Sox, 46. How is that moment? Like, go to that pitch when you break the record, how did that feel?
Well, I tell you, it was funny because as I would continue to just pitch, I was having fun and learning from Eck and some of my great teammates that I was around. I was just going after there and I was pitching as if I had 4 or 5 days a week to pitch and I wanted to be on the mound. And so I go back to a situation that happened in regards to me actually reeling off so many saves. In this one particular game, the save, record was still on the line, and I'm in the game and I'm trying to get a double play. And so Jim Carrigan stops the game and says, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm trying to get a double play." I was always taught to keep the double play in back. He said, "No, you got a curveball. You got the curveball. The only curveball can strike out and get us out of this game. However, be aggressive. Stay aggressive." And the saves and the records, they are all wonderful. It worked out great for me. At the same time, I learned a lot from the greatest players in the game, and for the organization to have that trust in me to go out there and finish games, and I appreciate that because I wanted to go out there and pitch every single day if I could.
Fast forward, you go to Chicago, you go to Houston, to the White Sox as well, and then you land on the Yankees.
Yeah.
And I have to ask you were part of those 2004 ALCS teams, right? I mean,
I was there.
We know the outcome, but how was that leaving? How would you leave that moment? You're in the mound, you're seeing this series developing. How was that like?
Yeah, when you think about it, both teams were so good. So good. So anybody either way could have won, and the starting pitching was so, quality. You knew that they were going to be a low-scoring ball game, and the game was going to be determined in the 8th or 9th inning. So just get that game as close as you possibly can there. So there was a lot of things that was rolling on those games because, like I said, the games, the quality of pitching, starting pitching was there. The players went after it. Everything was left on the field. So it was always, a great battle. Whether I was playing with the Red Sox or playing with the Cubs or playing with the Yankees. However, in 2004, the battles got better. They got harder, and they got a little bit more determined to be that guy. I wanted to be that guy. All our teammates wanted to be that guy. So we just knew that we were going into a hard fight, a tough series with the Red Sox, and there was nothing like it. You never forget it.
How does it feel being one of the handful of guys that were on both sides in one of the most iconic rivalries in sports? How does that feel?
Oh my gosh! I go back to times where the first time I walked down, getting ready to go take a run here in Boston on the canal, and I got on shorts and regular shirt, and then I realized at some point I'm running back, and I got some fans behind me saying "Flash, Flash, Flash." I'm like, wait a minute, I actually made it. I guess I'm really doing something here. So the importance of all those things and how the game is played, and the knowledge that is brought about with historical towns such as Boston, and the game, and any game that's played, is memorable, and it just brings out the best.
Almost to finish, you have 2 boys in the big years. How proud of a father are you? How is that moment, seeing your kids being a major leaguer and succeeding in this level?
Yeah, nerve-wracking as can be.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, it's very, very invigorating. I love watching them, and there was times where here D's playing on the East Coast, so I get to see it at the same time at 7:15 normal time for me. Or if he was out playing in Seattle, the times would be 3 hour difference. So I would actually be recording or watching anywhere from 9 to 18 ball game innings a day. And so there was a lot of times I changed shirts because I was like, I hope they got the hit.
Yeah.
I hope they made plays, you know, and all that stuff. But it's still baseball in a lot of regards. So as much as I try to help them, teach them, and talk to them about the game, I want to see them play well, but I want to see them play hard.
Thank you. Impressions from Polo Park. Do you like this ballpark?
Oh my gosh, do I like this ballpark? I mean, really, I'm very impressed. Of course, you know, but the games today, a lot of times the ballparks and the communities are what makes the ballpark, the games really fun. So it's great to be in a great ballpark city, and then in a great ballpark such as this Polo Park. What a nice place.